All right, everybody, happy President's Day 2026. This is Gauze Garage coming to you with a little study in high compression performance. And you're looking at two cars which represent roughly around the beginning and the end of high compression performance for Chrysler. Starting up is the 67 Dodge Coronet RT 440 4-speed Dana, running about 10.5 to 1, mainly because this 440 came with 915 casting heads, which are closed chamber heads with a higher compression rating. It represents Dodge's first badged muscle car, and yes, very nice ride. Obviously, it took high test gas back in the day to run that high compression, but you would get really good low-end street performance out of these. The 915 heads were not the best for racing on the high end, but they were supremely good for street duty in getting this big 440 to pump out gobs of torque low end on the RPM meter. And there you have it. Typical of the day, it's got the engine dress-up package, which was common for these. That's the chrome valve covers. And yes, that is the original engine, date-coded to the car with the 915 heads. And I put high-test ethanol-free, and I add even stuff to it to help with the compression. So, looking up here, this represents the last of the high compression. 340 for 1971. That was also the end year of the Hemi. And, well, the Dodge Demon here with the 340 was running about between 10.2 to 10.3 compression. And then in 72, it went down into the 8s, the high 8s, mid-high 8s. And most people considered it all over. I don't think so. I think a 72 340 is pretty stout. But these were the last of the high compression monsters, and sure enough. So let's take a look at this one. Oh, there we go. So this is actually a 360 engine. It's a 408 stroker. This car came from Los Angeles, and the engine was long gone, so the restorer put a 408 stroker. It's running about 525 horse. With a modified transmission in it, 727. It's got extra clutches and special that my friend did for me. And so, when you look at it, in sum, last of the high-performance Chrysler, 1971, the Hemi went away. All the compression started dropping in the engines after that. And then looking over here at the 67 Coronet RT, for street use, you know, you had race engines out there before this, but for the street, this was the first of the real high compression with those closed chamber heads on it. So, a real good profile in Chrysler performance, centered around the compression of the engines. And you can see just in a matter of 4 years how you went from a slab side boxy muscle car down to Coke bottle styling in these little lightweights, which did very well on the drag strip. So there you have it, gang. Thanks for tuning in. This is Gauze Garage bringing to you in a case-in-point study of Chrysler high compression performance for the street. Y'all have a great week. Thank you.